In the continuation to the previous lecture, I am going to discuss the multi-range PMMC ammeter. In the previous lecture, we have seen how a swamping resistance can affect the value of the error. By using the swamping resistance, a high value resistance in the series of the ammeter, by using this resistance, we can reduce the error of the measurement in the PMMC ammeter. So, the swamping resistance has a very high value relative to the PMMC instrument. It is about 20 to 30 times larger than the resistance of the binding of the PMMC instrument, and this swamping resistance can reduce the error of the instrument very effectively. There is another way to increase the range of the PMMC instrument. This this is multi-range ammeter. This is another way to increase the range of PMMC instrument. So to increase multi-range means there are multiple ranges. By using multiple shunt resistance, we can increase the range to the multiple values. More than one values, we can increase the range of this ammeter by using more than one shunt resistors. Like by using more than one, or we can say that by using multiple shunt resistances, we can increase the range of PMMC ammeter further. By using multiple shunt resistances, we can increase the range of PMMC ammeter further. Like suppose there is a PMMC meter. To protect this meter from the large value of current, we have to use shunt resistance so that the larger portion of the current bypass through the shunt resistance, and a smaller value, only a small value passes through this meter. Suppose value of resistance is Rm and current passing through this ammeter is Im. There are multiple resistances. Suppose this is RSH1, this is RSH2, this is RSH3. The total current is I1, current here is I2, current here is I3. This resistance is RSH1, this resistance is RSH2, this resistance is RSH3. Suppose there is a switch and this switch is connected to the shunt resistance RSH1. Suppose the switch is connected to the resistance RSH1. There are multiple resistances like RSH1, RSH2, RSH3, but the switch at this time is connected to RSH1. Then what will be the value of RSH1? Suppose for this, when the switch is connected to RSH1, the value of the value of multiplying coefficient is M1. When the switch is connected to position 2, the value of multiplying factor is M2, and when this switch is connected to RSS3, the value of multiplying factor is M3. So, how we can calculate the value of RSS1, the value of RSS2 and the value of RSS3? We can use the formula. What will be the for the position 1? Suppose this is position 1, this is position 2 and this is position 3. For the switch at position 1, for the switch at position 1, the value of M1 will be, the value of M1 will be, M1 is equal to I1 upon Im, means the value of multiplying factor will be the value of total current divided by the value of current through this instrument, and RSS1 can be written as RSS1, as we have seen in the previous discussion, the discussion of PMMC ammeter, we have seen that the value of shunt resistance can be written as value of the resistance of the instrument divided by the multiplying factor minus 1, means we can write as RSS1 is equal to Rm upon M1 minus 1. In the same way, when switch is placed at the position 2, the value of M1 at position 2, the value of M2 is I2 upon Im, and RSH2 similarly can be written as Rm upon M2 minus 1. And at position 3, when the switch is at position 3, resistance RSS3 comes in the shunt with the meter, so we can write that M3 is equal to I3 by Im, and this shunt resistance RSS3 can be written as Rm upon M3 minus 1. So, we can see from here, for the different value of resistances, the multiplying factor have different values. The multiplying factor have different values. So, by selecting position 1, the maximum current that can be measured is I1. By selecting the position 2, the maximum value of current that can be measured is I2, and after selecting the position 3, the maximum value of current that can be measured is I3. So, we can design a multi-range ammeter by using multiple resistances in shunt. By selecting different positions with a switch, with a common switch, we can find different range of currents that can be measured by using this PMMC basic instrument. By using this basic PMMC instrument, we can use different range of currents, as it is I1 when the switch is connected to RSH1, the maximum range of current is I2 when the switch is connected to position 2, and the maximum value of current that can be measured is I3 when the switch is connected to this position 3. But when this switch moves from position 1 to position 2, suppose I am taking measurement of a current which is suppose 10 milliampere. For the different resistance, this instrument has different ranges. Suppose when I am selecting RSH1, this instrument can measure maximum 5 milliampere current. Suppose when this switch is connected to position 2, the maximum current that can be measured is 10 milliampere, and when this switch is connected to position 3, the maximum current that can be measured is 12 milliampere. So obviously when this switch is connected to position 1 and I have to measure a 10 milliampere current, I have to move this switch at position 2. When I am moving this switch from position 1 to position 2 like this, it is disconnected from here when and moves from 1 to this position. At the time when this switch is disconnected from position 1, the situation is like this. At the instant when this switch is disconnected to position 1, the situation is like this. And we are moving this switch to position 2. First, we have disconnected the switch from position 1, then start moving this switch from 1 to 2. In the current situation, when this switch is neither connected to position 1 and neither connected to position 2, this switch is not connected to position 2, this switch is not connected to position 1, it is somewhere in between position 1 and position 2. In this condition, no shunt appears to the meter. In this condition, when this switch leaves position 1 and going position 2, at current situation, no resistance is connected in the shunt to the PMMC instrument, and the total current I1 passes through this ammeter, and this high value of current can destroy this ammeter. This high value of current can destroy the PMMC instrument. So to remove this situation, a special switch is used which is called make before break switch. The situation is this switch is moving from position 1 to 2. When the switch leaves position 1, immediately after leaving the position 1, the total current passes through the PMMC instrument because no shunt resistance appears immediately. When this switch leaves position 1, the resistance will appear in the shunt when this switch will reach to position 2, but when the switch is in between position 1 and position 2, the switch is disconnected, it is not connected to any resistance, and the total current passes through the PMMC instrument, and this total current can destroy the instrument. So to avoid this condition, a special switch is used. To avoid this condition, a special switch is used which is called make before break switch. A special switch is used which is called make before break switch, like this. This switch is called make before break. So now what will happen? This switch will make the connection with position 2 before leaving the position 1. First, this switch will make the connection with position 2 before leaving the position 1. In the same way, when we will move the switch from position 2 to position 3, this switch will make the connection with position 3 before leaving the position 2. In this way, the shunt is always connected across the PMMC instrument, and that's why protecting the instrument from the large value of currents. There is another way. There is another way to increase the range of the ammeter by using universal shunt. By using universal shunt, we can increase the range of the ammeter by using another way. Universal shunt. By using universal shunt, we can increase the range of the ammeter in this way. Suppose there is a resistance, here is PMMC meter. Suppose the total resistance is R1. Here is another position where the resistance is R2. Here is another position where the resistance is R3. There is position 1, position 2 and position 3. The supply is connected to position 1. When this supply is connected to position 1, the total resistance R1 appears in parallel with the ammeter resistance Rm. Both the resistance appears in parallel when the switch is connected to position 1. So we can write the equation for this moment. Suppose the current here is I1. Suppose the current here is I1, here is I2, here is I3, and this current is Im. So we can write the value of M1 as I1 upon Im, and the value of R1 can be written as Rm upon M minus 1. Rm upon M1 minus 1. Rm upon M1 minus 1. Suppose here is a condition when this switch is connected to position 1. Suppose here is a condition when this switch is connected to position 1, position 2. In this condition, when the switch is connected to position 2, the total resistance does not appear in shunt to the instrument. This part of resistance appears in series with the instrument, and this part of resistance appears in the parallel to the instrument, so that we can write that the total resistance now becomes Rm plus this value R1 minus R2. This value is R1 minus R2. So we can write the equation as M2 is equal to I2 by Im, and to find out the value of R2, we can write that R2 into I2 passes through this. The total current is I2, and I2 is the current in this resistance is I2 minus Im. R2 is I2 into I2 minus Im. The total current is I2, some of the current is passes through this ammeter. So the current which is going through this resistance is I2 minus Im. So the total voltage across this resistance is R2 into I2 minus Im. Total voltage through this PMMC instrument is Im into total resistance R1 minus R2 plus Rm. R1 minus R2 plus Rm. R1 minus R2 plus Rm. We can find out R2 is equal to Im into R1 minus R2 plus Rm upon I2 minus Im. So after selecting the switch 3, similarly we can find out the value of the current. We can measure the current I3 after connecting to the switch position 1. We can find out the maximum range of current that can be measured is I2. When the switch is connected to position 1, the maximum current that can be measured is I1. So by selecting the three different positions 1, 2 and position 3, we can find different range of current. Current I1 when it is connected to position 1, current is I2 when it is connected to position 2, current is I3 when it is connected to the position 3. By using three different positions, we can measure three different ranges of current. I1, either I2. Similarly, we can find out the value of I3. In this way, the range of this instrument can vary by using a single resistance, but the disadvantage of this method is the portion of the resistance appears in series with the instrument. This resistance increases the total resistance of the instrument, so that the power consumption of the instrument increases and accuracy of the instrument decreases. So this is another way to increase the range of the ammeter. Now in the similar way as we discussed PMMC ammeter, we will discuss PMMC voltmeter. PMMC voltmeter. So there is a limitation on the PMMC, basic PMMC instrument, that the limitation is that only a small value of current can be measured by PMMC instrument. So somehow we have to increase the range of this instrument to measure the large value of current. So to design the ammeter, we connected a shunt resistance in the parallel to the PMMC instrument, and to protect the instrument in the PMMC voltmeter, we will connect a series resistance to the instrument to protect the instrument from the large current. So it is the basic requirement. PMMC voltmeter. To design a voltmeter, by using a basic PMMC instrument, to design a voltmeter by using a basic PMMC instrument, we have to connect a large resistance in series with the instrument. This large resistance protect the instrument against large value of current, against large current, because the resistance which is connected in series has a very large value. It will protect the ammeter from passing a large current. So this will reduce the current which is passing through the ammeter, because the series resistance has a very large value. Like a resistance is connected in series, a large value of resistance is connected in series with the instrument. The total voltage which has to be measured is capital V. This resistance is Rs. The resistance of the meter is Rm. The total voltage is V, and the voltage which appears through this instrument is Vm. Suppose this voltage is Vm. Because we have to measure this voltage, and what the instrument will measure? Instrument will measure this voltage. So we have to calculate a multiplying factor. After multiplying this voltage Vm to the multiplying factor, we can find out this V. Why? This V is the total voltage which have to be measured. Some part of this voltage will be consumed by this resistance. Some part of this voltage will drop through this resistance, and meter will find a small value of voltage. The total voltage is V. Some voltage drop appears through the Rs, so the Vm will be smaller than this voltage. And what voltage will this instrument will measure? This instrument will measure Vm, whereas we have to measure the total voltage capital V. So how can find this voltage capital V from Vm? By using a multiplying factor. By using a multiplying factor, we can find this voltage from this voltage. How? Let's write the equation. Write the equation. We can write that capital V is equal to the current through the instrument is Im, current through the meter is Im. So we can write that capital V is equal to Im into total resistance in series Rs plus Rm. V is equal to Im into Rs plus Im into Rm. So Im into Rs is equal to V minus Im into Rm. This Rs is equal to V minus Im Rm upon Im, so that we can write that Rs is equal to V upon Im minus Rm. This is equation number 1. Because voltage across the meter is because voltage across the meter is Vm, so we can write Vm as Vm is equal to the current through the meter is Im, resistance of the meter is Rm, so we can write the Vm as Im into Rm. This is equation number 2. So if we divide the equation number 1 by equation number 2, dividing equation 1 by equation 2, we will find, after dividing equation 1 by equation 2, we will find capital V upon small vm is equal to Im Rs plus Rm upon Im into Rm. This Im will cancel out. V upon Vm is equal to Rs plus Rm upon Rm. This V upon Vm is called multiplication factor. Multiplication factor. From here, this we can write V upon Vm as m. So m is equal to 1 plus Rs upon Rm. Rs is equal, m is equal to 1 plus Rs upon Rm. If the value of m is known to me, this meter reads the value of Vm, means Vm can be, we can find out the value of Vm from this reading of this instrument. Vm is known to me, this m is known to me, so by multiplying this m with Vm, we can find out the value of total voltage, capital V. Expressing the Rs in terms of multiplying factor, we can write Rs is equal to Rm into m minus 1. We can write Rs is equal to m minus 1 into Rm. So in this way, we can design a voltmeter by using a basic PMMC instrument. There is an analogy in voltmeter and ammeter. The multiplying factor in the ammeter was I upon Im. Here the multiplying factor is V upon Vm. The value of shunt resistance in the ammeter was Rss is equal to Rm upon m minus 1, whereas the value of series resistance in the voltmeter is Rm into m minus 1, because this resistance is appearing in series, so the value of resistance is Rm multiplying with m minus 1. In the ammeter case, the value of shunt resistance is Rm divided by m minus 1. The effect of temperature is negligible in this instrument because a high value resistance, as we have seen in the case of ammeter, to reduce the temperature, we have connected a series resistance of larger value which was made up of manganese. In this case, this resistance already comes in the series to the meter movement. This resistance already coming in the series, so that a small fraction, this Rm contributes a small fraction in the total resistance. The total resistance is Rm plus Rs. but value of RS is very large. Value of RM, this resistance RM contributes a very small fraction to this combination. This resistance Rm contributes very small fraction to the total combination. The effect of temperature mainly depends on the value of this resistance, because this resistance has larger value. This resistance has very large value, so the error mainly depends on the value of this resistance, because this resistance is made up of the magnenin, and magnenin has very small temperature coefficient of resistance. The magnenin has very small temperature coefficient of resistance, means the value of this resistance will not change with increase in the temperature. That means the total value will remain almost constant. Why? Because the value, the error mainly depends on the value of this resistance, and this resistance will not change with the temperature. Why? Because the magnenin has very less temperature of coefficient of resistance, so that the error in this instrument is already negligible, because this resistance is appearing in the series with the meter movement. So this is all for today. Thank you.